Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session. You are watching us on PM eVidya, channel number 9 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. This session is meant for the students of class 9 and the subject that we are taking up in this session is English. We are going to learn about one interesting chapter from your textbook titled Sound of Music, Evelyn, Glennie. Now, I remember Sound of Music as one Hollywood movie. It was a one interesting watch. But here we're talking about Evelyn Glennie. I'm sure she is the main protagonist. But if you want to explore more with me, feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. Our email ID is dth.class9@cit.nic.in. And on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can send us your questions, suggestions and feedback. I'm joined by Miss Anand Gupta for this amazing conversation in this session, and she is definitely one of our important experts, teacher to English from SKV Anand Vihar. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much.
And we both are accompanied by our Indian Sign Language interpreter, Mr. Ashish. Ashish, I welcome you to the session. Now, this is very, interesting topic, Sound of Music and Evelyn Glennie. So, I'm sure Evelyn Glennie has something to do with music here.
Definitely, you guessed it very right, Harpreet. As the title, I think, spills the beans.
Yeah.
It is related to music.
Okay.
But before we talk about the chapter, I would like to ask a question from you.
Sure.
So, my question is from the viewers as well.
Yeah.
Have you felt music ever?
I've heard music in nature, in the rustling of leaves and chirping of birds and in everything around, like, yeah.
Right. So, I think everybody of us, most of us have heard the music.
Yes.
But have we ever thought about feeling the music? So, let me take you
Feeling
to...
the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take you to some wedding procession,
Okay.
which is happening somewhere nearby, but the sound is not reaching you, but the thumping, the beats.
The vibration is there. Yes.
Right. So, that is the feeling that before reaching the sound to us, we feel that some vibrations have changed.
Yes.
Yes, the tone has changed.
Yes.
So, I am again not going to tell everything in detail, but yes, as the title says, Evelyn Glennie, she has a lot to do with how we hear music through our body, how we feel it, right? So, let's move on with our chapter. Dear viewers, Evelyn Glennie, as the name suggests, is a Scottish percussionist. I will tell you what the meaning of percussionist is in detail later in the chapter, as this word comes again and again. So, let's find out who Evelyn is through our animated comic strip journey.
And also why she is not hearing the music but feeling the music.
Yes, yes. Why she is different and how she is feeling, as you were saying.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me take you to the journey
Sure.
of finding who Evelyn Glennie is and how she starts to feel the music along with hearing it.
Lovely.
Right. So, let's meet Evelyn Glennie, as you can see on the screen. Here, as the viewers can see a picture of a train station.
Yeah.
So, the story begins at an underground train platform. Evelyn here is a 17-year-old girl, and here on this page, Evelyn is waiting for her first day at a prestigious Royal Academy of Music.
Okay.
So, she is nervous, she is excited, and let's discuss about the first days, Harpreet. So, whenever I am sure you must have had your first days of working here as an anchor or going to the college or going to the school. How did you feel back then?
I felt nervous.
You felt
there were
nervous.
butterflies in the stomach.
Right.
I was getting goosebumps.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So there was an excitement, joy, but at the same time, some kind of nervousness.
Yes, absolutely. So, you caught the gist, the spirit of the scene absolutely well. We are excited about the new beginning.
Yes.
What we are going to do next. A new chapter is unfolding in front of us, and something which we have waited for so long.
Yeah.
Right. And here, let me tell you a little fact which will change the entire story of Evelyn Glennie. Evelyn Glennie could not hear at this moment when she was 17-year-old. She was profoundly deaf. And what is the meaning of profoundly deaf? Which means she is totally deaf, she cannot hear anything. And yet, she is entering into a new phase of taking admission into Royal College of Music. Wow. Isn't it wonderful?
That's amazing.
Also, why she is nervous? Because she feels, or she might be feeling, that she has to prove herself at every point.
Yeah.
She is entering at such a stage where music is connected to listening and singing, and one of the senses here doesn't support her, right? So that is the first scene that I showed my viewers, and let's move on to the next one and let's find out how Evelyn became completely deaf and did it affect her life, her journey.
But I must say she's really courageous that despite of this obstacle, of course, which is really unwanted, you know, she's still actually trying to make her way in something that seems little impossible right
Wonderful,
now.
wonderful observation, I would say, Harpreet. That is one of the themes
Yeah.
of our story: perseverance, courage, brevity.
Yeah.
So these are all the themes which are underlying throughout our story, and I would love my viewers to keep noticing much more themes go under the details of the literal story that we are going to listen now.
Right.
Right. So let's move on and see what's there in the next frame. How Evelyn's journey of self-discovery began. So when Evelyn was 8 years old, her mother actually noticed that she used to learn piano at home, and the piano teacher was calling her, but Evelyn could not hear that she was being called. And that's when her mother's name was Isabel Glennie. She observed that, okay, there is something wrong with the hearing. And it happens with us also many a times that we actually do not pay attention to the voices. Yes, right. So it was not noticed much, but then Evelyn also started to feel that she has some issues with her hearing. As you can see in the second frame, Evelyn started to conceal her deafness from her friends, from the peers. And here I would like to bring about the issues children face to fit in.
Yes.
Right. So instead of noticing or instead of
Hiding.
no, instead of taking it up front, the issue, the children many a times, if there is any issue with them, they try to hide it.
Yeah, they'll go into isolation because they're unable to face the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a scary thought comes to their mind that if it will come up front, then she will not fit in.
She'll be judged.
Yes. The normal, what we call normal child taboo kind of thing. So she started to conceal that she's not able to hear anything. So you can see the children are addressing her, but she's not able to reply. She just nods and smiles because she doesn't hear. She's not understanding what is being said. And later on, when she was 11 years old, her grades, her marks in the school started to deteriorate. And then the headmistress calls her mother and tells her that we have been observing Evelyn's grade have been deteriorating and we would like you to see her a specialist, also shift her to a special school. And then in the fourth frame we see that the family takes Evelyn to a specialist, and then it is found that her hearing is impaired due to nerve damage. And mind it, here the nerve damage happened gradually. It was not sudden. She could hear till the age of 11 and that's how she could speak. She could understand, right? So then there is a line when I was going through the text, when the specialist finds out that Evelyn could not hear anything and she need to be fit with a hearing aid. Evelyn says, let me read it for our viewers. Everything suddenly looked black. Now I want our viewers to once again go into the psychology of a child of an 11-year-old who is being told that you cannot hear anything going on, moving on. I would say that of course, even if it happens with an adult person, that would be the same expression in that instant, that okay, I have lost all the hopes. Here I would like to bring attention to the parents, to the elders of the family, how supportive they can be, how they can bring about that
those much needed interventions, of course, because you know, in any given point in time, suppose if I'm anchoring and if I lose my voice, if I lose my hearing capacity, how would I anchor? That would affect not just my career, it would also affect my personality, my confidence in me, and I'll start going to a shell, and that's where I need the support and positive words from my parents, from my peers and everybody around, that it's okay.
Absolutely.
If one door closes, another one opens up.
So here once again I would urge all the elders to be a part of this, especially the teachers. It's a very sensitive chapter, I would say. I in fact really love teaching it every year after year. That the role of elders, here Evelyn was suffering from hearing impairity,
Yes.
but there are much more issues, many other issues our children are suffering with, and they do not disclose it to anybody. So give a listening ear, just a pat on the shoulder.
And observe your kids.
Definitely. And जैसे कि हरप्रीत ने कहा, she said that one loses one's confidence. That is the first part of losing yourself.
Yes.
That moral support is much needed at every step.
Absolutely.
So yes, moving on, she says that her world looked black. So here she was judging herself by the capacity of listening. Right? Let's move on and find out what happens. Does she completely loses the battle or she keeps on fighting? So Evelyn was not going to give up. As the frame says, she loved music even before she lost her hearing capabilities. So one day she sees a girl playing xylophone. Xylophone is an instrument having multiple rectangular metal strips where we play it with sticks.
Okay.
And it
We hit them through sticks. Okay.
Yes. So Evelyn also wants to play with that, but her teacher discourages. But there is one teacher here. Very important, I would say, the change in her life, Ron Forbes. So one of her teacher, Ron Forbes, spotted her potential, and even before that, that urge to learn something despite the inadequacy, right? So here, once again, I would bring about the importance of the role of teacher.
Absolutely.
Right? So Ron Forbes here encourages her. She starts to practice despite discouragement from other teachers. And Ron Forbes was not a special educator, mind it. He did not know how to teach a special child.
Yeah.
And yet, he was in love with music, and that's what he instilled in his student as well. Then one day what happened? He encouraged Evelyn, but she was not able to hear the beats. And then that day, Evelyn discovered, and of course, yes, very inspiring words from Ron Forbes came that Ron Forbes, her teacher said, don't hear the music, feel it some other way. So it's very intentional that you have to shift your attention from the cliched way with how we perceive things.
Absolutely.
Like I started the chapter, the session with, have you felt
the music?
And what did you say? We
I
have heard
the music. Yes.
So that's traditionally how we perceive things.
True.
And here the teacher shifted the attention from traditional to unconventional, that feel the music. And yes, Evelyn felt the music in her body through vibrations, as you found it very correct in the beginning of the chapter itself.
Of course, that we get the vibration. That's amazing. In fact, I'm also fascinated by the role this teacher is playing. It reminds me the teacher of Helen Keller as well, that how she actually helped her overcome her disabilities and of course get the much needed education that of course everybody deserves. So she gave her the light that was missing in her life, and same here the role of teacher is. Now, also there's one more thing that, it's about the music, that you cannot hear the music, but you can feel it. And sometimes, suppose if you are cook, you want to cook delicious food, but you don't have your taste buds active in nature. What you can do, you can smell the spices, you can smell the ingredients, smell them, and then you can add them accordingly. So if one sense is not working, definitely you have some other sense organ which is more active, and that can help you achieve what you want.
Very well explained, Harpreet. And I would also like to tell my viewers that there is one phenomena called mindful eating.
Yes.
So you not only eat with your mouth, you perceive the dish through multiple senses of your body, through touch, through smell, as you mentioned very correctly, right? So we are bestowed with so many senses in our body.
Absolutely.
So why to stick to just one? And that we realize only when we are curtailed to some extent, right?
True.
And just like you said, Helen Keller, I cannot stop here mentioning my own teacher. There are several teachers like Helen Keller's or like Ron Forbes who are helping their children, their students out there, and I would like to mention my own teacher.
Wow.
So I had a teacher in grade 8th, Bindu ma'am, and she has been my inspiration. I was also going through a very tough phase. A child wanted to fit in, not able to face the trauma, the problems, the issues, because I was not the normal at that time. And what my teacher just did was she just patted my shoulder and showed her trust in me.
Wow.
And wow, here I am. I also became an English teacher just like her. So here I am today just because of my English teacher, and I cannot thank her enough.
Wow.
The role of teachers is immense in life of anyone out there.
Yes,
Not
really.
only the students, but anyone who comes in contact with the teachers.
That's lovely, and that highlights the importance of teachers in our life. So what happened next in the story? I'm really excited to know.
Yes, we will find more about the story in the next frames. Now, Evelyn has started to learn music in the school, and she joins the youth orchestra. Earlier, in the beginning of learning music, she became a part of the orchestra. Orchestra is a group of people playing and singing together. So here we see she becomes a part, does not gather that much courage to go solo, but yes, of course, she starts to do solo later on, and she auditions for Royal Academy also.
Wow.
And there it is identified that she has incredible talent, and she practices despite every discouragement. And then I would again like to bring about the attention of our viewers to one beautiful sentence that Evelyn shares here is, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. So here Evelyn is telling about the power of perseverance.
Yeah.
You keep doing something, you keep doing, and you become perfect in doing that.
If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're probably right.
Absolutely. So yesterday only I was reading about a few acronyms that APJ Abdul Kalam also gave us, like acronym of END.
Oh yes.
It's not the end of an. I mean, okay, so I will just think about it. So he.
Why don't you let us know?
Yes.
Why don't you expand the acronym and let us know what Dr. Kalam said?
He gave several of them, like fail,
Yeah.
first attempt at learning.
Yes.
Right. So fail is not the end of the world. Rather, it's the first attempt in learning.
There's so many things that when you are rejected by something, do not be disheartened. Rejection is nothing but a redirection in life.
Right. So similarly, he gave many other inspiring acronyms for the children, since he was very much connected with the students.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Going on, as you can see on the screen, she becomes a soloist, which means she performs alone. And Ron Forbes noticed her talent and had a unique approach. And she wins a lot of awards, top awards, by the third year, of course, of her education in the Royal College of Music. All right. So moving on in our story, she becomes world famous percussionist. So in the beginning itself, we came across this word percussionist.
Yes.
Percussionist meaning someone, an artist who plays multiple instruments
Wow.
by thumping the drums or hitting the notes.
Simultaneously, the person is doing that.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is called a percussionist. And now Evelyn Glennie has become a very renowned percussionist. She can play more than 1,000 instruments.
Wow, lovely.
It is lovely.
It's tremendous achievement for her.
I think it's the love of music.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when you love something, you just keep on going towards that. And today, Evelyn Glennie is 60 years old. She lives in Scotland.
It's a real story. It's
Yes.
she is a real person.
Yes, she's a real person. And even she was awarded with a Grammy.
Wow, the highest award in music.
Yes. So let's find out more about her story, how she reached from here till Grammy.
Right.
And she became world famous percussionist, and she realized if she works hard, she will get there and be like everyone who are achieving. And now she is performing worldwide, and not only that, she has become a master communicator, and everybody is amazed how she is able to understand, because it is supposed that people who are deaf are also dumb many a times, since
Though we are not using the term dumb anymore.
Yes,
of course,
yes, of
the one who
course.
cannot listen, how can he or she speaks?
Yes,
so of course, the one who cannot listen, they do not speak at all. But it's not necessary they have problem with their vocal cords. It's just a hearing impairment that
So the first sense that
speaking.
grows is listening.
Yes.
That's why people are not able to speak also. But here Evelyn could speak till the age of 11 and hear as well.
Yeah.
That's why she is a master communicator. But
Wow.
here at a lighter note, she shares that though she understands what everybody is speaking, but people with bushy face, bushy beard, then she has issues with communicating.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move fast. She is multilingual. She learned Japanese and French, and if you see, she again says if you work hard, you will get there. And in 1991, she receives the prestigious award from Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious soloist of the year. And in the last slide, as you can see, she feels the music more deeply than any of us. That's the story. Also, I would like to bring about the attention of the viewers to another theme here, which is running through. Not only she learns the music, now once she has achieved a lot, she has started to give back to the society.
How?
She performs for young children, for deaf children. Also, she performs in jails, in prisons also.
Wow.
So,
Actually,
yes.
music is therapeutic. So probably she is, healing the people around her.
And also understanding the responsibility. If the society has given me something, I must give it back.
I must give it back.
Right.
Yes.
So these are the themes underlying, and let's move on to discuss many more other themes in detail. Determination and perseverance.
Yeah.
Evelyn Glennie refuses to give up despite losing her hearing. Through continuous effort and practice, she overcomes physical limitations and achieves excellence in music. This is the major theme, which I think at every stage everyone
It's
needs
needed.
to. Yes. Triumph over disability. So disability or inability itself says, I can do it. I can. And these days we do not say disability, we say specially able.
Yeah, we say that they're good at some other thing,
Yes, of course.
So they have their special needs that can be met and they can excel in whatever field they want to.
We have examples right here in front of us. Power of hard work. We should never ever underestimate the power of hard work. I have several examples to give where somebody failed multiple times. There was a story of Alexander the Great, if you recall. We have grown up listening to that story of, watching a spider climb the web.
Oh, yes.
Once, twice, and 7 times, and it
And the
keeps
king got the inspiration. So there is no shortcut to hard work, and consistency is the key.
Absolutely. And role of mentorship that we have been discussing,
Yes.
that how important is the role of the teacher.
Right.
I will move fast and take our viewers to the character sketch of Evelyn Glennie, a beautiful visual here. What can we see? Since character sketch is one part which comes very often in the exams also.
Okay.
So Evelyn Glennie here is determined and persevering. She refused to let deafness decide her fate. Right? She is inspiring and motivating. Of course, even today, till today, she is inspiring. And of course, I would like to tell my viewers that you can go to the page of Evelyn Glennie. There is a whole page dedicated to Evelyn Glennie.
I will definitely look for it, yes.
There is a Wikipedia page also, which I was, while coming here, I was skimming through what also then only I got to know that she has even won a Grammy.
Wow.
And she's hardworking, as we can see, humble and down to earth, passionate about music. So you need to find your passion, that one calling, right? And stick to it and keep on doing even if you are not good at it in the beginning. Resilient and positive, multilingual and communicative, grateful and passionate, humble and down to earth. Right, so that was Evelyn Glennie. That was a chapter for our viewers. In short, crisp, but I would really love to take our viewers in detail regarding this chapter, since it's one chapter, one topic very close to my heart.
And you can also let us know if you also relate to Evelyn Glennie in some way or the other. You have, of course, understood her character, the personality, the traits that make her unique. Do you also possess the same? Is there anything that resonates with you? Don't you want to let us know? Please do that and feel free to write an email to us. And for the moment, I learned a lot from this chapter. Initially, I only knew about Helen Keller, but I have now another role model in front of me, Miss Evelyn Glennie, and
Yes.
I'm going to use her example in many scenarios. So, thank you so much for
Thank you
introducing
so
us to Evelyn Glennie, and I would also like to thank our ISL interpreter, Mr. Ashish, for his contribution to the session, along with my entire team for making this session a success. And now let me take you very quickly towards the program schedule. So we're through with the session of English, and a short while from now you can watch our another session that is going to be for the subject science, and simultaneously you can watch our session Manodarpan Paricharcha, and rest of the sessions will follow. Please do participate. With this is a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, signing off. Take care. Namaskar.